So when I'm reading your writing, you have some great ideas in here. Okay? But what is hard is to follow it because our spaces are around. Now, it looks like you're trying to use a finger space, but sometimes we have a little more than a finger space. So what I want to do is I'm going to take our highlighter, and what we're going to do is we're going to try writing this again, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this right here, and this is where we want our writing to start back at, okay? So that we know that when we don't need to erase all of it, what we can do is we can write it on a new page, so you can still copy all the great things that you wrote, but then we want to make them easier for the reader to read. So we'll start on the line, and then what we'll do is we'll make sure we just use one finger space. Okay, so this is a couple finger spaces. So for us, we have some great ideas, but what I want us to focus on is organizing our writing on the page so it's easier for the reader to read, okay? Okay, so can you explain to me, how are you generating your ideas for your writing?
So, me and Gina are making we found out we thought we could write a comic about Skylanders.
About Skylanders. So you're using a TV show and this toy.
Not a TV.
Or is it a game?
Yeah.
Okay. So with Skylanders, you started to draw a picture and you're gonna make a comic. Do you know what's gonna happen in your story?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when these two kids were pretending to play Skylanders, then when they try to shoot things at each other, then they get hurt because they're shooting pencils at each other. Then they get hurt.
Are they gonna learn a lesson then? Is that?
Yeah, and then the parents are saying, "I told you, if you play fighting games with pencils, you get hurt."
Okay.
They're really sharp.
Okay. So if I look at our writing steps, so you guys have figured out what you're gonna write about, and you're generating your ideas. Have you come up with your opener yet? What's gonna be your opener?
This Skylander is saying, "You'll never defeat me."
Oh, so you're gonna be talking to the reader? All right, I think that's a fantastic opener. I'm excited to read your comic when both of you are done, and I like that you were both writing together. So I'm looking at your writing, and you did a fantastic opener. What was your opener? You did talking to the reader. So you said, "Hey, guess what I did this weekend?" Now I look at the end of this, and what do you need to put at the end? You need to put some punctuation. A question mark. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, now it says, I went to Arabic school and I saw Sudais in there. Now, I'm wondering a couple things. As a reader, I'm wondering, what did you do at Arabic school? What were some of the things that you did?
We need to buy 2 books. Now, first, one book, the blue book, there is another one. We need to buy it to write letters.
Okay, so you're working on some reading and some writing in Arabic? Okay, so that would be something that if I was, as a reader, I want to learn it, and I want to learn more about Arabic school and some of the stuff that you do there. So let's add those details into everything. So we want to describe what we did and maybe why we did it, okay? So now you've added more detail already. At the Arabic school, I read and write in Arabic language. Now, here's what I'm wondering. What's your favorite part of Arabic school? What's your favorite thing to do there?
To write.
Your favorite thing is to write in Arabic? Okay. Now, do you get to play any games at your Arabic school? What are some games that you get to play? I would like to learn about some of the games that you play too. So let's talk about maybe what your favorite thing to do at Arabic school is. So this would actually be a really good sentence. Let's think about this out loud. So at the Arabic school, I read and write in the Arabic language. My favorite thing to do is writing. Okay, so that would be a good little sentence to add. Then you say, we also get to play some games there. Some of those games are, and then you said what? Hot potato. So that, if I'm the reader, I would be very interested in all this writing, okay? Do you want me to put it down post-it note for next step for you? Okay.
Oh, here's the post-it notes.
Thanks, buddy.
Welcome.
Okay, so we talk about our favorite. Oh, here, let me stick this to the thing so it's easier. So, favorite. So your favorite is writing. You also play games, and you know how to spell games, right? also play games, and then your favorite is hot potato. Now, you want to know something cool? This potato has 2 spellings. You could spell it with just the O, or you could add an E. What do you want to do? Which one do you want to do? Just the O? Okay. Okay. So, there you go. Now you're ready to do your writing, and I'm excited to read it a little more after you finish those couple sentences, okay? Okay. So, let's read your writing here, and we'll see if we have any next steps or if we have to make any revisions, okay? So, is excited. Do you know what's interesting is when you say I'm excited, you don't actually have to say the word is. So we can just cross it out. You know what, rather than erase it, let's just cross it out. Okay.
Excited.
I'm excited to go to the safety village. And if we get to drive, I'll be very excited. I have been there before. It is fun. I hope that it is not raining when we go there. Or I hope that it is fun when we go there.
I hope it's fun when we go there.
Okay. So I like our opening where you say I am excited to go to the safety village. I'm wondering if we could make it great. Can you think of, if we look at our anchor chart, what's something you do when you're excited? What did you add there? You added E. I like that because now I know you're excited. It's like you're so excited. Now, what should we put? What kind of punctuation should we put there? I love that you put an exclamation mark. So, I think that is fantastic. Is that you driving at the safety village? Okay. Well, I am very impressed with the writing. I like the opening you made. I like some of the editing we did. So, can you tell me one last thing? What do you think we are going to learn at the safety village? We are going to learn about. Okay. Do you know what we're going to learn about? So, okay. I'm excited to read what we're going to learn about. Okay? I like the last little bit of detail there. I think that we are going to learn how to stay safe with cars.
Yeah.
And I think that's good because you know that we're driving cars, so you know that it's going to be safety about cars. So this is a fantastic job, Ellen. So let's go through. Our last little step is we'll do. So you've done your revisions. Our last little step is the editing. I want you to go through it. If you see any words on the word wall that might be spelled differently, okay? And I will give you a hint. Where you put I think. If you check your spelling of think and if you check the word wall, let's see if it's different, okay?
There's a K at the end.
There is a K at the end. And then there's a sound at the beginning. Instead of, so this says tink, so what 2 letters make that sound?
H-E?
T-H. So we add that at the beginning, okay? Okay, so you're telling me about the Skylanders game you have. So you started with the opening, you start with a fact. I have the Skylanders game, Swamp Force?
Swap Force.
Or Swap Force, okay. So, I have a question for you. For our opener, do the Skylanders make any sounds? Do they make some sounds in the game?
Yeah, with their weapons.
What are some of the sounds that it makes, like?
Boom, bang, and ball sounds.
Okay, so if you made like boom, bang, and like
fire,
so you could be like whoosh or something. So if you wrote out those sounds, if we used onomatopoeias, you could say whoosh are the sounds in my game, and then I'll be like, I wonder what game makes that sound. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So let's brainstorm some sounds. So let's use the post-it notes. So you said boom. And what else do you say? Bang.
Bang and bubbles.
So bu. Okay, so
Yeah.
boom, bang.
Boom, bang, and pop.
Oh, you want to do pop instead of bu?
Yeah.
Okay. And pop.
Pop.
Are the sounds
Of
of my new game.
yeah. Well, I actually sold it because they never played it.
So instead of my new game, my old game?
Yeah, my old game.
Okay, so let's cross out new and we'll write old. Of my old game. And you say, so instead of I have, you would say, what word would you add? Instead of I have something, if you no longer have it, what would you say?
I have my old game.
I had?
I had.
Okay, so we'll cross this out and we'll just, what we can do is we can do something cool. We'll write over the D and we'll put a D there. So it looks like a hat. Okay, so let's add this into our opener.
Yeah.
And then we have talking about Skylanders. Now I would be interested to learn why you sold it. So you said you sold it because you didn't play it?
Yeah, I didn't play it.
So that would be a great sentence to add.
And for Christmas, I got a new guy.
So I sold it because I didn't play it, and then I got a new guy at Christmas?
At Christmas, I still had mine.
Well, at Christmas you still had it, but then you sold it after you didn't play with it?
Yeah.
Okay, well I think that would be something that would be good to add to our writing. So at Christmas I got a new guy, but I never played with it, so I had to sell it. Mm-hmm. Okay? So there's our next step for our writing, okay, bud?